All right, guys. In today's video, we're going to talk about what is a personal line of credit, why is it helpful, what are some of the drawbacks, what are the pros and cons about it. All right, so we're just going to jump right into this thing because you know how I am, all stuff and no fluff, okay? Personal lines of credit, in my opinion, are a debt weapon that you want to have. It's something that you want to have in your artillery because it's different than an installment loan and it's different than a credit card, okay? Basically, what you can almost think about a personal line of credit is a lump sum of cash that you have access to anytime that you want, okay? Now, the problem is when you're first starting out in your credit journey, nobody's really going to give you a personal line of credit. You're going to have a very hard time getting that. It's something that you have to work your way up to. So a con is going to be it's harder to get, okay? It's going to be a lot easier for you to get a credit card than for you to get a personal line of credit or a line of credit or a checking line of credit. They're called many different things, right? Because the thing is this. With a credit card, you can liquidate credit cards, and I'm going to be talking about that in this channel. You can take cash advances from credit cards, which I don't recommend that you do, but you can do that, okay? But basically, it's a smaller limit on a credit card than it is on a personal line of credit. Most time, you're usually approved for $10, $20, $30, $40,000 on a personal line of credit, where it's basically being able to be wired to any bank account that you have, okay? It's very, very helpful. Why is it helpful? Well, if you have your 0% interest running out on your credit cards, it's a great option to be able to wire some money right into your checking account where you're paying simple interest, not compound interest, but simple interest. And you can pay off that credit card, do a 0% card, do the balance transfer and pay off your personal line of credit. Now, here's the drawback about a personal line of credit. There usually is no rewards whatsoever for these type of products, okay? Basically, with credit cards, you can earn cash back, you can earn points, you can do all that. With a personal line of credit, you start accruing interest. Sorry, guys, I can't speak today. But you start getting interest the moment that you tap that line of credit, okay? But it's simple interest. It's not compound interest. So it's very, very affordable, especially with what's going on right now with interest rates. When interest rates are low, personal lines of credit are amazing, okay? When it's a higher interest rate, this is where it's not so helpful, but it's still helpful where if you need cash, you can just go get it, not have to apply for an installment loan or have to monkey with all the hoops and tricks with liquidating credit cards, okay? So I love personal lines of credit because it's kind of like right down the middle. It's the best of credit cards and it's the best of an installment loan, right? I recommend that everybody has a personal line of credit, if not a couple. I have many, okay? And the reason why I have that, okay, is because when I need to get money, right, if I have to get, let's say I need $20,000, right, and I can either go get an installment loan, but what's going to happen there? I got to show pay stubs, and I have to run my credit, right? Every time I go get a personal loan, I have to do that. Well, what happens if I'm an entrepreneur like what I am right now, and I don't have bank statements to show, or I don't want to show pay stubs because I'm not working, I'm self-employed, and all the different tricks with being self-employed can make banks not want to lend to you. But what I did is I built up credit lines, right? Manage them responsibly, where at any point I can go get that money. I can wire it to my account. I don't have to ask permission for it. It's always there for me. So I like to look at it as the perfect treasure chest of just money just sitting there when you need it for a rainy day, for an emergency, for investments, things like that. So personal lines of credit are amazing. Now, on my channel, you can go to the playlist and you can look at different videos. I'll also try to tag different videos in the description below where you can learn about different personal lines of credit. But you're going to have a really good time getting personal lines of credit from credit unions. Those are going to be really helpful. Okay, I have one through Whatcom Educational Credit Union, Unify Federal Credit Union. I know that UNFCU has really good credit lines. And then there's also that one out there in Portland that is the sponsor of the Portland Trailblazers. I'll link it in the description below as well, where you guys can check that out. Okay, but here's the thing: if I need $20,000, I'm better off going for a line of credit, having that hit one time, having to show pay stubs, having to get the credit ran one time, than doing an installment loan to have amortized interest, right? and then having to do that all over again. Okay, so if you need that money, I would recommend you get the credit line. Okay, because here's the thing: is you take from it, you put it back. You take from it, you put it back. You take from it, you put it back. Right. So the moment that you take from it, you start getting interest. You get no rewards, right? But you have the cash there, and you don't have to answer a bunch of questions. The problem is with getting these credit lines is you really need a very good credit score to get them. You have to have provable interest, usually like the provable income, usually like to see 2 years of tax returns. So if you switch jobs, they usually take the 2 years and they average them out, and that's kind of what your annual income is. Okay, but it's harder to get them. But when you get them, it's very, very, very helpful. Okay, so that is the biggest things about personal lines of credit. Now, some of the things that you want to do is if you don't see it on the website of personal line of credit, you usually want to call the bank and just say, hey, do you guys offer checking lines of credit, or do you offer personal lines of credit? I'm very interested in that. And then if they say, yeah, absolutely, and you can just confirm with them, I'm not talking about a credit card, and I'm not talking about an installment loan. So it's going to be simple interest, correct? It's not going to be compound interest. And the interest should be, yes, it's going to be simple interest. It's a personal line of credit. Many people don't even offer this because they try to stay away from it. They would rather give you a loan, or they would rather give you a credit card than to do this. But most credit unions will have this available to you if you were to need it, okay? The other thing about personal lines of credit, okay, is, like I said, it is very difficult to get them. It's harder to get them in today's world. Now, you could also do a secured line of credit, okay? And you could ask them, hey, if I secure this line of credit, will it eventually graduate into an unsecured line of credit? Some people do that. Some people don't do that. Business lines of credit, good luck. Good luck. It's not going to be easy to get business lines of credit. You can get them. I'm going to be doing some research to try to find some different banks and credit unions that will offer business lines of credit to you for your business, but usually you're not going to even be able to qualify for those unless you're over 2 years in business for yourself. Okay, so guys, go ahead and smash in the like button, hit in the comments below where you guys have business lines of credit or personal lines of credit. Help the community out. This is for the people. A lot of people are trying to figure out their credit journey and learn, and I want this to be a free-for-all where everybody can learn from each other. So go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting videos daily, and go ahead and comment below. Do you have a personal line of credit, or do you have a business line of credit, and where? So that way we can all work together. And also, for all you guys that are commenting, build relationship with people within the community. Give back. Don't withhold information. We're all in this together. We're all trying to pursue our entrepreneurial journey as radical marketers and entrepreneurs and online marketers and business, and investors, things like that. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and guys, we'll check you on the next video. Take care. Peace.